Big news coming out of Pennsylvania this morning. The district attorney there, Larry Krasner, is going to seek a civil court order that forces Elon Musk to stop paying people $1 million to essentially sign a petition. That is what the allegations are. That's what's happening. Elon Musk says, no, this is just like a giveaway, a sweepstakes, a lottery. But it is in violation of Pennsylvania law. Now, how did we get here? Don't forget the Attorney General of the United States, Merrick Garland, sent a letter, a DOJ letter, essentially telling Elon Musk that he might be violating the law and he needs to stop paying people this $1 million sweepstakes. Now, first he was paying them $47, then $100, and now it's $1 million. Now, the $47 and $100 was if you sign this petition, but you must be registered to vote. And of course, the petition has to do with the Second Amendment. It's just a way of getting people to register to vote who are likely to be Trump supporters. And that's clearly a violation of election law. And it's been really alarming people. And in fact, there was a letter that was sent from some lawmakers that former lawmakers, I should say, and um, former public servants and et cetera. It's a group of, they call themselves a group of attorneys and public officials, including those who have served legal and law enforcement roles under every Republican president from Richard Nixon to Donald Trump. I'm reading from the letter right now. This is a letter to Merrick Garland and to the Attorney General, Michelle Henry of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And she is the Attorney General of the state, very different than Larry Krasner, who's the Philly DA, and he's the first person to bring a legal action against Elon Musk. But these individuals who signed this letter, and there's about a dozen of them, includes people like former governor of New Jersey, Christine Todd Whitman. It includes former counsels to Ronald Reagan, George Bush, and et cetera. It's lots of people. It's a really interesting group of individuals who've written this letter, and they essentially are saying that they are concerned and are requesting that Merrick Garland and the Attorney General of Pennsylvania review these payments that are being made by Elon Musk and his America PAC that he founded to the voters of Pennsylvania and other states that raise serious questions under applicable law. And, I'm going to read from the letter. It says federal law bars paying voters anything of value for registering to vote. And in recent days, America PAC has offered cash payments that are available only to registered voters in 7 presidential battleground states. The payments are framed as being made for signing or referring others to sign a petition in support of First and Second Amendments, but only registered voters in Pennsylvania, Georgia, Nevada, Arizona, Michigan, Wisconsin, and North Carolina may receive payments. The payments are substantial. They began as $47 payment for each registered voter that was referred. It grew to a $100 payment for Pennsylvania registered voters who refer a signer or who themselves sign. And then America PAC announced $1 million daily lottery of petition signers running from October 19th until Election Day. And look, this is in violation of 52 United States Code 1037 sub C, which says it imposes a fine for anyone who knowingly or willfully pays or offers to pay or accept payments for registration to vote. So the Department of Justice sent a letter, a cease and desist letter, essentially, basically saying you may be in violation of the law. Like I said, these individuals, these other concerned people sent this letter. And now what's happening is Larry Krasner, the Philly DA, is bringing a civil action, a civil enforcement action. Okay, that's what it is against Elon Musk. And essentially accusing him of conducting an illegal lottery with his payments to these voters in order to register in Pennsylvania.
Well, I found it after years of searching. A healthy and convenient dog food for my Lily, giving her delicious nutrition without having to deal with back-breaking freezer boxes. Sundays. It provides natural goodness with a superpower. Air drying, using human-grade, nutritious, all-natural ingredients and here's the superpower part, that doesn't need a fridge or freezer. Now, when I stare deeply into Lily's eyes, our adorable Borodor rescue, I can tell her that I have her back, and I'm giving her healthy and nutritious food that she will relish every time. No more messy bags or containers that require me to buy a freezer to hold a month's supply. And Lily chows down each and every bowl. With Sundays, you don't have to choose between healthy dog food and a dog food that's easy to store and serve. Sundays is fresh dog food made from a short list of human-grade ingredients. Sundays even has a chief veterinarian officer. Its co-founder, Dr. Tori Waxman, a practicing veterinarian who tests and formulates every version of each recipe. Sundays contains 90% meat, 10% superfoods, and 0% synthetic nutrients or artificial ingredients. Dog parents report noticeable health improvements in their pups, including softer fur, fresher breath, better poops, and more energy after switching to Sundays. Unlike other fresh dog food, Sundays does not require refrigeration or preparation because of their air drying process. Just pour and serve. And when you start a Sunday subscription, you'll automatically get 20% off and free shipping on every reorder. Cancel or pause your subscription anytime with our 100% satisfaction guarantee. Every order ships right to your door, so you'll never have to worry about running out of dog food again. And my absolute favorite part, we don't have to figure out how to move super heavy freezer boxes around or clog up our freezer and fridge with bags of dog food. Because Sundays uses air drying, you can store it in your pantry or cabinet, which makes it super convenient. As we head into the holiday season, you don't have to wait to make a New Year's resolution to start giving your dog a healthy diet, and one that won't break your back or your wallet. Get 40% off your first order of Sundays. Go to sundaysfordogs.com/legalaf or use code legalaf at checkout.
It's against both Elon Musk as well as the America PAC. And it's regarding this lottery, illegal lottery scheme. And essentially this is civil. Okay, it's not criminal, even though he's the DA and he could have brought civil or criminal charges, but that's a little harder to do. And the burden of proof is a lot higher. It's beyond a reasonable doubt. And I think he has to do a little more investigation before he would do that. But in the meantime, he's bringing this action to enjoin Elon Musk from continuing this behavior. And essentially, this civil lawsuit raises two claims: public nuisance for the operation of a lottery in violation of state lottery law. All other lotteries are illegal unless they are legal in Pennsylvania. So an illegal lottery is considered in Pennsylvania a public nuisance. It's a public nuisance per se. And so this is a public nuisance injunction action under consumer protection laws in Philadelphia. And he is also charging them with deceptive practices under consumer protection laws, causing confusion amongst consumers. Is it $47? Is it $100? Is it $1,000,000? Is it random? We don't know anything about it. It's a scheme to get people to register to vote. In exchange, they're giving up their data that will be able to just be used in any way, shape, or form. There's no controls on it. And so the question is this the tip of the iceberg? Is this step one? Because Larry Krasner, who's the Philly DA, can bring criminal charges too. Is this the first step before he does it? Will other jurisdictions do it? Will the other battleground states also bring a kind of this injunction to get Elon Musk to stop doing this? So look, the questions are, why isn't he bringing a criminal action? I think the Pennsylvania election laws are kind of archaic and don't necessarily fit nicely in here. But it does fit nicely under the definition of a lotto in Pennsylvania because, number one, you have to have consideration. What's consideration? It's something like money, right? Money is considered consideration, so they have that. You have chance. Is it a chance thing? Yes, because you may or you may not win. And then there's an award if you do win. So those three things equal a lottery in Pennsylvania. What will Elon Musk's lawyers do? I'm sure they'll be very aggressive. I happen to know one very well. His name's Alex Spiro. I used to work with him. I used to supervise him Really, really good lawyer. He is works for a firm that's very aggressive, and so I think they'll probably try to remove this to federal court. I'm not sure what the federal cause of action would be, and the only remedy that Larry Krasner, the DA, is seeking is an injunction, not seeking damages. But I think this is the tip of the iceberg. I think this is the fastest way to get into court to get this conduct to stop with only a few days left before the election. It's like a week left before this election. And so, how do you get Elon Musk to stop paying people to register to vote? It's clearly illegal. Merrick Garland sent this letter saying it's illegal. And the only way to get this to stop quickly is to file an injunction. So, this is huge. It's big news. It shows that the law enforcement is looking at this, and they're using every tool they have to get this to stop as quickly as possible. So Larry Krasner, who's known as a really progressive DA, and who does things, doesn't bring charges. He brings charges gingerly, if you will. He's not an aggressive prosecutor. So for him to do this, I think it's sending a huge signal. And if I were Elon Musk, I would stop doing it, because Larry Krasner could potentially bring criminal charges against him. Every single person I have heard, every lawyer, every respected person, whether you're a Republican or Democrat, says this is an illegal scheme. So I think they better be careful so that they don't get charged, or they might risk getting charged. So that's the big news coming out of Philly. I'm Karen Friedman Agnifilo with Mistrial every Thursday and Legal AF every Wednesday and Saturday. Please be sure to watch and subscribe to the new Legal AF MTN YouTube channel. Thank you so much for listening.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Midas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.